Hey y'all, welcome back to As Told by Kenya. This is for my Potomac girls. Y'all know we come on here every week and we chit the chat. I am here to chit chat to you guys about what episode 5, are we on episode 5, episode 4? I don't even know, but that's what episode we are on, and let's get into it. I hate those light-skinned devils. I hate those light-skinned devils, and you can line them up. I'm talking about Giselle, Robin, Ashley, and Mia. They all going to hell with gasoline draws. They're all going to hell with gasoline draws. This episode was insufferable, and this is where I start to get off the train, and y'all have to pick me up again at reunion time. Like, these women are just absolutely terrible women. They are too old to be as nasty and bitter and scheming and conniving liars that they are. They are too fucking old. Robin is too old and too broke to be as nasty as she is. Giselle is too old and too tacky to be as nasty as she is. Ashley has too big a forehead and too disgusting of a husband to be as nasty as she is. And Mia's lip fillers are a bit too awful to be as nasty as she is. Like, where do these women get the gall to do the things that they are doing? Yes, I believe these women are colorist. Yes, I believe these women are colorist. I believe Potomac has always had a colorist undertone to it. I think people who are Giselle fans are pathetic. I don't think Robin has fans, but if you are one, you are pathetic. I think people who are Ashley fans are pathetic. Like, what is there to like about these women? These women are so damn nasty. We can roll through the episode. I'll tell you what happens. We start off at Candace's house. Candace invites Ashley to her house. Mistake number one. But she invites Ashley to her house. And you want to know what? It's actually good to see Ashley and Candace on the same page. That's why it's so disturbing to see it all go down the drain the way that it did, because actually seeing them together feels really good. Like, we have made steps. We have grown up. We are not the same nasty bitches that we were a few seasons ago. Like, it was good to see them together. It was good to hear them gossip and talk about what's going on, talk about Ashley's love life. I just don't. Ashley always, I be wanting to give Ashley another chance. I'm just like you, Candace. I am just like you, Candace. I be wanting to give Ashley another chance, and then she just smacks me upside the head. She smacks me upside the head, and it's just like, what? I was even willing to cut Ashley slack when it came to her caring Chris was in my DMs. When it came to that, because I was just like, okay, she brought it, she didn't bring it in front of the entire group. She eventually told Candace, they talked it out. So it was going to be left there. I thought Ashley was going to be the one who was going to be the first to realize this storyline is not real, but they are not. I'm going to run through what happened in the show very, very quickly so we can get to the last table scene. I love that Candace says that Chris don't want to come around these ladies. He is well into his rights to not want to come around these women. I would not entertain them. I can't believe I am sitting up on my platform and defending a white man. This does not mean Chris might not fuck up later. Chris might not be already fucked up. But in this very moment, these women are being dishonest. They are being dishonest on this man. And I have to stand up here and I have to defend Chris, because if you know me, I've been calling Chris broke since we met Chris. Since we met Chris, I have talked shit about Chris, and Chris need to go get a real job. And but Chris just seems like a good guy. Like, from what we get, Chris seems like a good guy, and these women have made up a lie on him. I also love that Candace said that, like, she has seen, and Ashley knows, she has seen Giselle be up to her schemes and tricks. I have always told you this is what Giselle does. Giselle clocks into Potomac like it is a 9-to-5 job. She knows she wants to keep this show going, to keep her bills paid, to pay for that fucked up house she's in. And she's like, you know what? who are we going to bring down this season? And she comes up with schemes, tricks, and lies in order to do it. If you let me tell it, I don't know Giselle. Let me get all my allegedlys out the way. I don't know none of these fucking women. I don't know none of these fucking women's husbands. Therefore, I can only know but so much as a viewer, okay? Anyway, so like I love that Candace said that these girls be up to schemes and tricks, because that's exactly what Giselle gets up to. And it's just so interesting. By the way, none of these women I like with all my heart. I don't even like Candace. That's what's so crazy. I'm over here defending Chris, Candace, and Wendy, and I've never seen it for none of them. So you can't even sit up here, can you just teaming with the dark-skinned girls because you dark-skinned, period. But like I've never even liked Wendy or Candace. Wendy and Candace get on my last fucking nerves all the time, and I'm very vocal about how the two of them get on my last fucking nerves. So the fact that I am sitting up here having to be 10 toes down with those two says a lot. Candace is actually trying with Ashley. It seems like Wendy and Candace this season are coming in with the biggest of hearts. The biggest of hearts, and they're willing to, do this. They're willing to do this with them. We go to Mia and Dr. G's relationship. I don't have nothing to say. I don't find anything endearing about Mia. His name Dr. G. Did I come up with that? I don't find nothing endearing about Mia and her husband's relationship. Like this whole being with these old men. I find nothing endearing about their relationship. I find nothing endearing about Mia except her two beautiful kids. She has two kids, her two beautiful children. That's all I got for Mia. This scene was an absolute snooze fest. I don't know what to tell you. We get them. So then we go to Giselle's daughters. The only thing I find endearing about Giselle is her three beautiful daughters. They are absolutely beautiful. They are absolutely funny. I love seeing Giselle be a mother. She seems like a great mother, and that's really all I got there too. Giselle saying that Ashley need to look to Giselle and Jamal when it comes to parenting and co-parenting. No one needs to look to Giselle and Jamal for a goddamn thing except some money that they might owe them. That is the only thing you need to look to Jamal for, some money that he may owe you. Anything else, do not look to Giselle and Jamal for a goddamn thing. That was laughable to me. So Robin goes to a lawyer. First of all, Robin's never looked better. Robin looks the best she's ever looked on this season. You see how even though I hate the girls, I'm always going to give the girls 10s where they look. Robin has never looked better as far as appearance. Robin looks really good. She is going off to a lawyer. I'm so tired of Robin and Juan marriage. I'm so tired of Robin and Juan marriage, lack thereof. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't think Robin and Juan should be together. I don't think it matters. Get a prenup, don't get a prenup. It's just all of that. But the only noteworthy thing I have here is Robin saying all her successful business. I don't see that woman tax returns. I don't see these women pay stubs. I don't see this woman nothing. So if she say her businesses are successful, then let it be that. But the money that Robin has is a Potomac check. The money that Robin has is a Potomac check. The money that Robin has is a Potomac check. The thing that makes Juan's money different from Robin's business is a Potomac check. At this point, what? Robin's making about $500,000 on Potomac cloth. You're making good money on Potomac. That's your money. That's your money. That's how you get your money. That's how you pay your mortgage. You need this show. You need to be on your show. And that's your money. If you ask me, I don't know nobody from nobody. You better put an infidelity clause in that prenup of Robin, because I think Juan cheats. If you let the streets tell it, all I can do is listen to the streets. The streets say he cheat, so get your infidelity clause in there. But fuck you, Robin. I'm so sorry. I can't even review this scene in good faith because it's so fuck you, Robin. I do not like you. I believe you're colorist. I believe you're rude. I believe you're mean. I believe you're nasty. I believe you're aggressive. And I believe at the very root of it, you're unkind. The way that you, Ashley, and Giselle move against Candy and Wendy is unkind. So then we get the scene with Karen. Karen ain't got shit to do this season. Have y'all noticed? My girl Karen ain't got shit to do this season, but that's fine. Sometimes being a mother is all you need to be. Karen's a mother in my household, and that's all she needs to be. So they're doing stuff with flowers or whatever. And Wendy's like, I'm gonna get all the girls together. And this is where the show immediately takes a turn for me. Whenever it comes for people who is not Ashley, who's not Robin, who is not Giselle, this word accountability constantly gets brought up. It's constantly accountability time when it's everyone but those three light-skinned devils. All of a sudden, everyone has to have the perfect attitude, be so nice, so accountable, be so front-facing in all these things when it comes to everybody else. But these three heifers get to do whatever they want. Whatever they want. And everybody else has to be so accountable. Ashley is telling Wendy that she can be condescending and a little mean, and maybe she should send individual text messages to all the girls about what she did. What is this? If y'all not going to say it's colorism, if you're not going to say that these women get to do whatever the fuck they want, but if you are not one of those three women, you can't do those things, what else is it then? That they get to do whatever they want to do, and everyone else has to take so much accountability. Should we play back what happened last season? Giselle, once again, because if it's not Chris and Monique, if it's not Candace and Chris, if it's not Karen and Ray, if I said Candace and Chris and Karen and Ray, if it's not, she's once again talking about somebody's marriage. She brought that rumor to the group that Eddie was out here with children or whatever the fuck she said about Eddie. And Wendy came at her ass with the wrath of a god. She came at her that entire season, and it got nasty. Mud was thrown. Hatefulness was slung. But let's be clear. Giselle started with Wendy. Giselle started with Wendy. Wendy came at them bitches with all the wrath she could muster up, and they're mad because Wendy had their card 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times she had their fucking card. And y'all last season are so far up Giselle's ass that y'all was over here, but Wendy's doing too much. Wendy's this. Why is it always that when it comes to Giselle? I'm on one today. Why is it always that when it comes to Giselle? Why is everyone always doing a bit too much when it comes to coming for Giselle? But Giselle is well into her right. Ashley's well into her right. Robin gets to play the fucking flunky, the fucking maid to Giselle, and she's well into her right. But you come at them, all of a sudden you're doing too much. All of a sudden you're nasty. All of a sudden you need to apologize. All of a sudden you need to take accountability. Why do those girls get to play the dozens and it's just fun and games? They play the dozens, it's just fun and games. We all come back for another season and the day is done. What blows me about this whole Chris situation is that this Chris situation is being perpetuated by Ashley as well. None of y'all, Giselle, Robin, nor none of y'all came at Ashley in this way. Y'all didn't do all of this towards Ashley. Ashley was able to skate and slide away from this Michael bullshit. But y'all coming at Candace on some goddamn Chris did this, and they're rolling the footage and it's just not true. It's just, Mia, he wasn't looking at your ass. Giselle, you told us what happened after the reunion. Nothing. Come to me that Chris cheated with your little friend Ashley, or keep it on the playground. You said Chris was in your DMs. He wasn't. He responded to your Instagram story. But Ashley gets to be the one to come to me. We're talking about the husbands with Ashley Darby. The same husband that Ashley Darby is too afraid to disassociate herself from because she wants a check. She wants to make sure that she can eat. The same Michael Darby who has been accused of everything except being a child of God is coming to me about my husband. Are you serious? This is not serious. This is not serious television. These are a bunch of weirdo women, Ashley, Mia, Giselle and Robin, being fucking weird, and we're just supposed to take it? Anyways, we get we get a scene with Chris. Congratulations to Candace for getting the baddest bitch on her record. That's great. I put in my notes, Ashley is still weirdly obsessed with Michael, like gross. And Giselle Jamal is a creep. Let's move on. Giselle does not like Wendy. Robin does not like Wendy because of last season. Because they got ate up last season. Robin and Giselle do not like their mug being cracked. They don't like their mug being cracked. They don't like someone who they feel is beneath them talking shit about them. And that's what happened last season. Y'all started that nasty rumor about Wendy's husband. And now all of a sudden it's, you talked about my family and da-da-da. Giselle, why do you get to talk about families and it's just perfectly okay? Giselle talks about everyone's family. But let's get to the last scene. So everyone's going around the table talking shit about Wendy because, like, that's the Wendy show. I'm not 100% sure why Ashley and Wendy don't like each other from, like, Wendy's first season, and they were fighting at the goddamn, when they were out there at that table, they were fighting. I don't know. Ashley's issue with Wendy is weird. Candace was a nice friend. Karen said something nice about Wendy. Mia, who cares? But we get to Robin. Fuck you, Robin. Go to hell, Robin. What's wrong with you, Robin? Robin gets emotional because I guess Wendy was going around saying that Robin wanted to fight her down at the dance studio. And she was like, why would you call me aggressive? I would never be aggressive. Nobody had to hold me back. Nobody had to... Do y'all remember 2 episodes ago when I said Robin was doing too fucking much at the dance studio, trying to get up? Like, who you bucking on? Who you bucking on? Who you gonna fight, Robin? Who the fuck you gonna fight in the dance studio? I will send you to jail. I will send you to jail, Robin. Anyway, support Juan. Support Juan while you're in jail. But she gets up. Like she's gonna fight someone, and it's not that serious. We are literally talking about Mia supposedly lying about having cancer. It is not that deep. It is not that deep. Mia is fine. Mia does not have cancer, and we all live to film another day. Who are you about to fight? But she gets up like, why would you call me aggressive? Why? Without that scene, Robin is aggressive. I have no problem with Robin being aggressive. Like, whatever. Like, these bitches get on my nerves too. I get up on one of them too. But like, standing here, Robin, you're aggressive. Robin, you have been aggressive with several people on this show. You have shown time and time again you want to get it cooking with some of these ladies. What are you talking about? But she continues and she says, why would you say they had to hold me back? Somebody had to hold me back at the cupcakes. I remember the scene clear as day. I knew Charisse had to hold her back. I remember Charisse getting up because I was like, Charisse, why the fuck are you here? Charisse getting up. But they call Charisse and say, did you have to hold me back, Charisse? And Charisse lies like Charisse does. Charisse is a fucking loser. I'm happy y'all finally seen what I've already said at the beginning of the season. Every time Charisse rears her big ass head on our screen, we figure out what Charisse is a fucking loser every single time. Just like Robin is a fucking loser, like Giselle is a fucking loser, like Ashley is a fucking loser. It's so funny that these women have so much gall. Who amongst us would switch lives with Ashley Darby, Giselle Bryant, Robin Dixon, or Charisse? Who would? Who would? Their lives seem miserable. Ashley Darby is running after this old ass man with several allegations against him from people on the show. Like, she's running around after this man because reasons. Giselle Bryant, what does she have? Jamal Bryant is the father of her kids. You have to be more serious with me. And Robin Dixon is in a relationship with Juan, and it is the most depressing relationship I have ever seen. What do they have that you are just so envious of? So envious of. That they think we should just bow down to their feet. But they call Charisse, and Charisse is the loser that she is. She lies. And so Bravo rolls the tape on that ass. Robin is out of her seat to begin with, being aggressive. And Charisse not only holds her back, but she stands up and holds her back. So Robin, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Y'all are mad at Wendy. Y'all are mad at Wendy because of last season. If you want to be mad at Wendy, be mad at Wendy, but why lie? And then I loved Karen in this scene because Karen's like, the only yelling is coming from y'all side of the table. Y'all are so fucking bothered. Y'all are so fucking bothered. And Robin leaving this little winery is 100% what I've been saying has been happening this whole season. It's an excuse to get Wendy off the show. They are showing that they do not want to film with Wendy. They are showing that they do not want to be on the show with Wendy. So let's cut Wendy's event short. That is 100% what this is. I love that nobody ran after Robin's old bitch ass. Like, oh my gosh, like, yuck. And so they still keep on arguing. And then we get to the husbands. Ashley Darby brings up Candace's relationship. And it's like, that's rich coming from, this is not real. This whole thing is not real. It's not real. Y'all have made this up. Allegedly. Everything I say in this video is alleged. Everything I say in this video is alleged. This episode pissed me off in a way reality TV should not piss me off. These women are pathetic. These women are too old. And these women will do anything for $1 because they have nothing else outside of this. To try to tear down people's families, to try to lie on people, it's weird. It's really, really weird. Robin had 2 good episodes and she showed us just like that how fucking pathetic she is. If I never see Robin on my TV again, it would not be soon enough. Yuck. And it's so crazy that they're being this way because we are seeing the best versions of Wendy and Candace that we've seen in a while. Like, Wendy is actually really enjoyable this season. Like, usually Wendy, like I said, I don't like the woman, but Wendy's enjoyable this season. Like, no one has like a chip on their shoulder. No one's doing too much. Like, Wendy and Candace are kind of just being normal. Like, at that table, Wendy was being normal at the table. Like, okay, y'all don't like me. Like, let's move on. Like, what? And I find it funny that Ashley was like, no, Robin doesn't need to say, Robin, why don't you like Wendy? Robin, why don't you like Wendy? Robin, no, let's say what I've done to you. Because what it really is you holding a grudge because your little bestie over there, your master over there don't like me. I ain't did that much to you. We was all at odds last season. Like, be fucking, fuck this show. Fuck them ladies. Like, yuck. This episode was yuck. Those women look terrible. Ashley, shut the hell up. You don't get to talk about the husbands. You don't get to talk about the husbands. Are you crazy? And then she gagged herself when she said, how does it feel to be in the hot seat now? How does it feel when it's your husband? You just proved everything that we're trying to say. You don't like Candace. You're mad that she called Michael Darby everything in the fucking book because he's everything in the fucking book. Allegedly. Like, that's what you're upset about. That's what you're upset about. I'm done here. I'll talk to y'all next week if I want to come talk to y'all next week. But bye. Why I'm being mean to y'all? Y'all ain't did nothing to me. Y'all not Robin, Giselle, and Ashley, and Mia. Yeah. And Mia's over there putting in her 2 cents like, ooh, they put you in on the alliance too. Ooh. Bye. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.